Hello all. Fortibleed is still leaking electrons all over the place, necessitating a monumental cleanup by organizations worldwide as they race to lock down their Fortinet firewalls before threat actors do more than just steal and harvest credentials. There were several excellent takedowns by Operation Endgame and some other good news items. And Klue Salesforce third-party supply chain attack has had a few interesting developments, and it seems that Anthropic Mythos might be rolling back out to some organizations in a limited release. Now, this email and video commentary is from the RedDotSecurity.news website that contains a plethora of links to other items not mentioned here that are worth skimming to see if they interest you or pertain to your particular environment or of those you support. There's a lot more than what's provided in these opening comments. So let's get to the headline news. U.S. government gives Anthropic green light for limited re-release of Mythos 5. 2 weeks ago, after reports of Anthropic Fable 5's guardrails being breached, the U.S. government instructed Anthropic to remove access to all but U.S. clients to their new models. Unable to comply with the narrow requirement, Mythos 5 and Fable 5 were completely taken offline. This week, the U.S. government gave permission for Anthropic to restore access to around 100 companies in a staged rollout. The White House is asking OpenAI to slow roll the release of its new model over safety concern. In a move like what happened to Anthropic 2 weeks ago, OpenAI was instructed to limit GPT 5.6 to a set of customers that must be approved by the U.S. government. While the threat is real, until it and rival Mythos 5 and/or Fable 5 experience wider distribution, we truly won't know the scope of the danger. However, I appreciate the reins being pulled back by the government, because once this horse is out of the metaphorical barn, it won't go back in, and it'll breed like a rabbit. Klue was breached 2 weeks ago via their Battle Cards app. The saga has gotten interesting as it appears that Klue has been in negotiations with the dirtbags named Icarus since the threatened leaks haven't happened, and Icarus's site is now offline. A new wrinkle emerged this past week where a second criminal group claims to have had Icarus's stolen data, and they're also demanding extortion money. According to this new group, there were 195 victims of this Salesforce third-party breach. We already know of some, such as LastPass, Huntress, HackerOne, Jamf, Recorded Future, Tanium, Gong, Sprout Social, Insurify, Kudelski Security, and then via a briefly exposed Enable support page, I learned that Sentinel-1 was also exposed and some site tokens need to be regenerated. That page has since been taken offline. Microsoft adds another year to Windows 10 Extended Update program. Apparently, in a response to slow migration to Microsoft's AI-laden operating system, which requires many to upgrade their hardware, Microsoft has graciously extended security updates until October of 2027 for personal use devices. The comedians Abbott and Costello performed a famous skit entitled Who's On First in a 1945 film named The Naughty 90s. This week, I've been living a minor version of this while working on an incident response. Significant time was spent identifying who's on first. It really highlighted that knowing the roles and responsibilities, the chain of accountability, is a critical component to any incident response plan. Make sure that you take time to list out and revisit it at least annually to keep it current. Knowing who's on first is critical. And keep the shields up.